and welcome back to Entertainment Today. Right now, I would like to welcome our special musical guest, TJ Graves. Thank you so much for being here today, TJ.
Hey, my pleasure.
Well, first of all, I'd like to ask you, how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I had to get up a little bit early. But,
I totally understand. That takes some getting used to. So tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been performing?
I grew up actually on a farm in Clark, South Dakota, and grew up there. Spent a little bit of time in Wichita, Kansas, and been here in Chicago for about a year and a half now.
Okay.
So.
That's great. Well, when you first sit down to write a song, do you usually start with the lyric content, the music content, a little bit of both? Tell us a little bit about that.
For me, it can vary either way. Sometimes the melody will just pop in my head, or sometimes I've got just the lyrics, and then I'll try to put a little melody to it. One of the songs that I did recently, it was just a little riff that I was playing with for a couple of years, actually.
Okay.
And finally, I just put it all together and put some words to it, and it turned out pretty well.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, how long, I'm sure it varies, but how long would you say on average that it takes you to write a song?
It does vary. Sometimes it can be maybe 5 minutes, piece of cake. It just comes right out, and other times you might, well, for me anyway, I might write a verse and then kind of get stuck, so I put it aside, and a couple months later say, oh yeah, I remember that song, write some more.
Oh. Wow, I wish I could write music like that. Well, soon, in a couple minutes, you'll be ready to perform your song for us, Back. Could you tell us a little bit about that song?
Back is, I guess it's kind of written from the perspective of anybody who's had a relationship with someone that they wish they could get back together with. Sometimes you separate and then you think, that wasn't such a bad deal.
Well, since you are such a handsome young man and you're just speaking about getting back in former relationships, can you tell us, are you seeing anyone?
Not right now, actually.
Oh, bachelor, musician, goes hand in hand. Hand in hand. Well, that's great, and thanks so much for being here again. I can't thank you enough. We're going to take a short commercial break, but before we go to commercial, I have one more hard-hitting question to ask you.
All right, lay it on. Here we go.
How do you manage to look so good with 2 earrings in the same ear?
Well, it's a little bit tricky because, I weigh more on that side now. And
he's a comedian. That's great. Well, TJ, I'm so honored that you're here, and I'm sure there's just so many things the viewers out there would like to know. For instance, where are you going to be playing somewhere that we can catch you outside of the studio?
Well, there you go. About once a month or so, I'm down at Corley's Tippling House.
Okay.
That's on 2814 North Halstead. And I guess I would like to mention that I'm putting out a short EP, like in the next month or two. So, log on the old website at tjgraves.com and check that out.
That's great. I'm glad that everything has a .com site today, and I'm sure that some of the people out there today are very happy to be able to get a hold of you because I'm sure that we're going to enjoy your song. I can't wait to hear it. It's called Back.
Oh, and I might add, it's just going to be an acoustic. You might think of it as kind of an unplugged.
Oh, okay. Kind of edgy, maybe. What kind of genre of music would you classify it in, or is it in a league all of its own?
That's the one. No, it's
modest too, people. Modest too.
Well, that could be good or bad, I suppose. But it's I don't know, kind of a cross, really.
Kind of like maybe a
rock,
compilation.
pop,
Is this, would you say that this is the kind of music that you like to make, or is this just a sample of something?
Is
this your love, your passion?
Oh yeah, and as far as when I'm writing music, I think sometimes it just comes out in all sorts of different, I'll say, genres,
Different ways.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Well, it's so nice to see that you're so fervent about your love of music, and I'm sure that we can't wait to hear it. So we'll be back right after this short commercial break.